Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk about my 2015 beauty favorites of the year. Happy New Year everyone. I think I did not, I don't, you know what, I don't think I did end of the week favorites on New Year's Day because I knew I was going to do my yearly favorites. So I'm going to show you the products that are my, favorites of the year. Some products I purchased in 2015. Some products I have not purchased in 2015. I have purchased prior to then, but I have been using throughout 2015 consistently. So I'm going to dive in and just show you guys the products that I have been enjoying for the year 2015 and go from there. If you guys have any questions about the products, please comment down below and I would be happy to, respond to your questions. So I am going to do pretty much almost all categories from hair to nails to, face makeup to lip products and so forth and body care. Just so you are aware, I did not include a liquid foundation in this favorite for the year because I didn't really find a hardcore favorite liquid foundation that was tried and true for me. I did like a couple of liquid foundations throughout the year, of which I have finished them in Project Empties, so they are not in this particular yearly favorite. But I haven't really found a foundation that I really truly love that I'm diehard for. These products are my diehard products that I'm going to show you for 2015. So I'm going to jump right in. First off, I'm going to kick it off with lip products. The only lip products I have are my Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks. I have 4 or 5, I have 7 colors here that I'm showing you. All these colors I use on a daily basis. I've got my nude, my coral, my bright pink, my dark vampy burgundy. I've got a red, I've got a, I want to say like a mauvey nude, and then I have like a true mauvey pinkish color. So these are the ones that I use for a matte lip whenever I go out to a party. These are my tried and true lip products for the year 2015. I absolutely adore the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks because they actually stay on all day long. They don't transfer. You can eat, drink, you can kiss somebody on the cheek, and they will not come off. And the greatest part of it all is you don't have to worry about reapplying with these, because other lipsticks you have to reapply when it wears off. It doesn't look as good. These ones don't wear off as fast. You are good to have a meal, have a drink, and they just don't budge. So that's what I love about these. These are my top lip product of 2015, and they will probably continue to be my favorite in 2016 unless there's something even better. But it's really hard to top these because I have tried a lot of matte liquid lipsticks, and these ones just take the cake. They are a little bit more expensive in Canada. They go for about $30-something, but I'm telling you guys, they're worth the money. So the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks, the colors I have, I will say them to you. So this color here is like a dark vampy purple with a little bit of like a gold reflex, very, very micro mini glitter. This is called Amore. Well, in Italian it's Amore, but that's what Amore looks like. Then I have Bellissima. So Bellissima is like a really pale nude. Then I have Carina, which is like a coral. Then I have Fiore, which is a bright hot pink. Then I have Aria, which is like a deep mauve berry. Then I have Patina, which is a very popular color. It's like the Kylie Jenner lip color, a mauve nude. And then I have Besso, which is a gorgeous fiery red. That is a blue-based red. That is gorgeous. So those are the colors that I have, and they are one of my favorite top lip products of 2015. It'll top most of the lip products that I have. So my next top lip products of 2015 are the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. These ones I only have 4 colors. two of which are mini and the other two are full size. So the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks are, I don't want to say they're just as good as Stila's. I think Stila, if it was between Stila and Kat Von D, I would go with Stila formula. But the Kat Von D ones are close behind Stila for a good quality liquid lip. So I have Lolita and Lolita 2. And then I have Exorcism, which is this purple vampy one. And then this one is Vampira, which is this like a vampy red. So these are the four that I like from Kat Von D. I would love to get more of these, but they're constantly sold out of colors for their nude shades. So it's kind of harder for me to get these particular colors from Kat Von D. So for now, I'm just sticking with these four. I do love the formula to these. They're very nice, but they do transfer. They do not, when you compare them to the Stila ones don't transfer. These ones do. They are liquid lipsticks and they're matte, so they are supposed to stay on your lips long. Compared to Stila, I prefer Stila. The Stila ones stay longer, but the Kat Von D ones are definitely close behind the Stila ones, and they have great shades if you can get your hands on them. So that was my second favorite lip formula of the year. So those were the lip products of the year, guys, and you can get those particular lip products at Sephora or any Kat Von D counter or Stila counter that you can go into a department store and find. So next up, my one and only highlighter of the year is the Becca Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. So that's what Champagne Pop looks like. It's just this gorgeous highlighter. It's very much a champagne color. It's got a slight undertone of a rosy gold, but it's pretty much a champagne color. It looks like the color of champagne, which is, you know, the name just kind of fits the description of it perfectly. This came out, I think, in July. I want to say July. But it did steal all the other highlighters out of the rain for me personally. I loved this in the summer, even in the winter time. I love using this all over the lid. It can be dual purpose, not just a highlighter, but you can use it as eyeshadow. I absolutely love this highlighter. It did steal the spotlight for highlighters for me, Champagne Pop by Becca. I don't know if it's still available on Sephora because that's where I got mine, but if you can find it at the Sephora website or your local Sephora, definitely check this out before it does run out because I know these are limited edition. Okay, so next up, I am going to show you my favorite BB cream of the year. So this is the Garnier BB cream for combination to oily skin in the shade medium dark. This has been my ride or die BB cream for the last year and a half. I've already finished one of these in 2015 and I repurchased another one. This is the Skin Renew Miracle Skin Perfector BB Cream, combination to oily, instant all-in-one innovation, controls shine, minimize pores, renews, brightens, hydrates, even skin tone. Excuse me, guys. I'm just recovering from a cold. So this has been my number one. This was introduced to me by Lizzie on What Would Lizzie Do YouTube channel here on YouTube. I absolutely love this. This acts like a foundation because it covers quite a bit, but it's a thin formula. It's a little bit on the watery side, but it still covers really, really, really well. And you can set it with a powder. It doesn't look cakey. It gives you hydration without you getting dry patches. So that's what I like about this. It reminds me of like a foundation and a moisturizer in one, which is technically what a BB cream should be. But some BB creams are more sheerer than others, and this one is very, very great coverage for a BB cream. So my Garnier, it's, you know, drugstore, it's affordable. This one takes the cake for the year. Definite double thumbs up for the Garnier BB cream for 2015. So, you know, sticking to the skin, I am going to talk about some skincare products. So my first win for the year is the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment Mask. This is actually a little, it's a little jar. I had the big jar to this, and I completely finished it in 2015. You will see the big jar in my 2015 December empties, which I have not posted yet, but you will see that soon. I absolutely love this. I received this little jar in a gift set of the Hydrating Glam Glow. So I'm going to use this first before I repurchase the bigger jar. They are expensive. The bigger jar goes for about 76 bucks, but I have to tell you guys, it's so worth it. Excuse me, guys. It is so worth it because I get cystic acne all around my chin area. It gets really bad because it's hormonal. This really helps bring it down. It doesn't make it as noticeable, you know, pulls out all the impurities in your face. I usually normally only use this mask in my T-zone because that's where I get oily the most. So just across my forehead, down my nose area, and then just in and around my chin. And it does the trick. This has been my top #1 acne treating mask of 2015. It is pricey, but it's worth it. If you don't want to pick up the big jar, you can pick up this little jar for $20 and try it that way. And this came again in a set, so that's why I kind of scored on this little guy. But they do sell the little guys separately for $20. I think it's $19 plus tax in Canada. So if you don't want to invest on the $76 jar, you can go with the small one first, and if you really like it, then you can invest in the larger one. But this is well worth it. I love the Glam Glow Super Mud, and I also love their hydrating one, but this one takes the cake for clearing up my cystic acne when it becomes a real problem. So that was a thumbs up in 2015 for me. Another hydrating mask that I absolutely loved. Unfortunately, it did surpass the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud. I have the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud and I absolutely love it. However, I have used this next mask and hydrating mask overnight, as well as the Thirsty Mud, and I find this one works better for me. This is the Subaki Deep Hydrating Sleeping Mask by Boscia. I cannot tell you how many sample sizes I've had of this, and I kept going back every time to get another sample because this mask absolutely did an amazing job at hydrating my skin overnight, made my skin look so plump and juicy that it was worth the repurchase of a full size. So that's what I did in 2015. I purchased the full size. I keep it in this box just because, I don't know, I keep it in the box. Don't ask me why. But I do love it. Let me read you the back. So it's got no preservatives. It's preservative free, artificial fragrance and color free, gluten free, ethanol, alcohol free, and dermatologist tested. It's got a lot of great oils like jojoba oil, lavender oil, clove leaf oil. It's got a lot of great ingredients, and I think that Boscia is a pretty good line of skincare personally from what I've tried in the past. And I like to purchase their Subaki beauty oil hopefully in 2016 once I get through some more of my oils. But this sleep mask is by far, it tops the Glam Glow, and it's cheaper than the Glam Glow as well. So if you guys are looking for an overnight hydrating mask, you don't want to go too much, you don't want to spend too much money, this one is half the price of the Glam Glow one. So if you guys are looking for something to try, definitely try this one. It is the bomb. The Boscia Subaki Deep Hydrating Sleep Mask. Okay, so sticking with skincare, I'm just going to get the skincare out of the way for the face. I have been really into beauty serums, beauty oils. I really introduced my skin to beauty oils and beauty serums in 2015. I was really afraid to do that because I get really oily in the T-zone area, especially in the summertime. Wintertime, I get more dry, but I get combination to dry skin in the winter. Excuse me, guys. I really, really wanted to try beauty oil to maybe see if it would bring down my oil factory here in the summer and in the winter time. So I started using beauty serums and oils. I don't ever use a serum and an oil together. I either use one or the other underneath my moisturizer. So out of the ones I've tried in 2015, most of them I've actually really liked. I really love the Ole Henriksen Vitamin C Truth Serum. That is like #1. I have not had a problem with many beauty oils that I've tried so far. The current one I am using is the Origins Plantscription Youth Renewing Face Oil. So, I have to say, you guys, I'm not really picky with the beauty oil or serum that I use. I've used a few this year, and I'm not really picky. The ones I have used, I've enjoyed, so it's not like I never really liked any of them. I have used a vitamin C serum from Joy and Karma, and that was good. Didn't have a problem with that. I used the Truth Serum from Ole Henriksen. I have used the glycolic acid serum from Peter Thomas Roth. That was really nice. And then I'm also now working on the Origins one. So to be totally honest with you, I don't have a preference of beauty oil because any one that I have received or I have tried, I've never had an issue with. They've done the job for my skin. This is the one I'm currently using, and I actually do enjoy it, especially because it's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit thicker oil, so it works better for me in the wintertime, which is right now. And I find that it definitely helps with the deep hydration for winter. It comes like in a little dropper. So as you can tell, this is a definite thicker oil. It's not as liquidy as some other ones I've tried. Usually the more liquidier ones I will use in the summertime because they're a little bit more easier to, um, they'll soak up easier in my skin. But because now it's wintertime, I'm very super dry in most areas of my perimeter of my face. This will definitely help with that. So that's what I have been using, and I have been enjoying it. I have to tell you though, it's a little bit tacky when you apply it on your face. Like when you rub it between your hands and then you pat it in your face, you'll find it is a little bit tacky on a tacky side, but that tackiness goes away once you pat it into your face and it absorbs into the skin. It doesn't really have an effect as much. I really love introducing either a serum or an oil in your skin care routine, especially if you're very oily. A lot of oily girls are afraid to try a beauty oil or a serum because they're scared they're going to get too oily. The whole point of you using one of these products in the oil serum family is so that your actual skin doesn't overproduce oil where you become an oil pool. The whole reason why you're super oily is because you're lacking natural oils on your face, and your body is working hard at overproducing oil to keep the hydration in your face. If you're adding hydration on your own with the products you're using for your skincare, your skin won't naturally produce as much oil because you're already giving it the hydration that you need. So that's kind of the justification and the concept of adding an oil or a serum into your beauty routine. So pretty much anyone that I've used this year has worked for me. The current one I'm using and I'm enjoying is the Origins one. I really enjoy the Origins line, and I really think the Origins line is got less preservatives than other skincare brands. So this is the Plantscription one, the Plantscription face oil, and it's got like an earthy scent to the oil, but I don't mind that because I'm pretty good with earthy type of scents. So this has been a thumbs up in my book for the year. So to add to that, my face cream for the year, I've tried so many. I love the Watermelon Cactus face cream that I've shown you earlier in 2015. Comes in a tub. I can only get that at certain sales. That one is by far one of my favorites. But I have been using other creams this year, and I've discovered a new product. The new one is, which I'm sure you've seen in my favorites many a times, it's the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Moisturizer. So this is what it looks like. This is the jar. This is the big guy. This is the 2.5 ounces, and it comes in a jar like this. It smells like oranges, very citrusy. If you love citrus, you'll love this. I like using this for the daytime underneath my makeup. It's light, but it's still hydrating. It's not oily. It doesn't leave you feeling like you've got moisturizer on. This sinks into my skin really nicely, and it leaves my skin feeling hydrated enough that I can start putting makeup products on top. So this one has been a definite love for 2015. I do have one, I think I have one or two backups of this, and I am so excited because I absolutely love this moisturizer. I think it's great. I think even when you buy the full size, it's not as expensive as other moisturizers out there that I've seen. So it's at a decent price range where you can definitely afford it if you wanted to try it, opposed to other really, really high-end creams. This one is amazing, does the job, very well done. Another facial moisturizer I love from the drugstore, if you guys don't want to go into Sephora and spend some extra money. I don't have it here, but I love the Aveeno Clear Complexion Daily Moisturizer. It comes with a pump, and it's got like an acne treatment in it, so it keeps your breakouts at bay, but it moisturizes your skin at the same time. I really like that one. That's a drugstore option if you guys are looking for one, and I would definitely repurchase that one once I finish some other ones, but I don't have that one here because I did finish that also in 2015, and I have not repurchased because I'm trying to declutter and project pan a lot of stuff before I go out and buy more. So with that said, I'm going to go into the powder of the year. For me, it's been my Studio MAC Fix powder. This is in the shade NC42, which can be a little bit dark for me at times, but because I've been self-tanning, it does the job. Like I'm not really worried. So NC42, I have a dark foundation on as it is. This actually lightens it up a little bit when I set it. The foundation I'm currently using, liquid foundation, is the MAC Mineralized Foundation. Mineralized Foundation, I don't know, it comes in a pump. It's very, very moisturizing. A little too moisturizing for me personally. So I set it with this powder to kind of mattify it down a bit because it's definitely way too hydrating for my skin, because my skin is naturally hydrated as it is with me doing my skincare routine, so I don't need to add that extra moisture. I'm just trying to like project pan that particular foundation. But this one has been my powder of the year. I've been going through tons of these. This lasts you quite a while. This will take me for about a year, maybe a year and a half, because it comes with quite a bit of product. It's like 15 grams of product, and in a powder that's a lot. So this will definitely, I think it will take me at least to the end of the year to use up. If it takes me less time, that's even better, but we'll see how that goes. That has been a thumbs up. You have to be careful with this one though. Just make sure you don't overdo it with this powder because you can come off cakey. If you use it by itself, you won't look so cakey, but if you use it on top of another foundation, just use a light hand with it. Another favorite of the year, you guys, is a beauty sponge. This is like a beauty blender dupe, I should say. It's like $5.99 at TJ Maxx, at Winners, you know, those type of stores. It's very inexpensive. If you don't want to spend the $30 on a beauty blender, you don't have to. There are so many affordable options out there. This is one of them. Real Techniques came out with a beauty sponge. That one's even cheaper. I think it's around the same price as this one. I love using these for setting under eye concealer or blending out thicker, more mattifying foundations. So a beauty sponge is definitely a must in my beauty regime for the year, and this one took the cake. My eyeliner of the year, you guys, has been the Inglot Gel Liner in number 77. This stuff is the bomb. The most, I would say, the most, like I've barely even put a dent in it because you don't need a lot. I want to say it's the most pigmented black liner I've ever seen. It's easy to work with. It's very, very pigmented, very dark. You don't have to put more than one coat. I absolutely love this gel liner. Inglot number 77, by far, hands down, is a great liner. The only thing I suggest is be careful, because if you put too much of a thick line, it can possibly transfer on the top of your lid. So make sure your lines are very thin on your eyes of your liner so that it doesn't transfer on the top if you sweat, because that's a big deal. If you sweat with this, it can transfer. But if you're not sweating, it should be good. So that's kind of like the only downfall of it. But on a regular note, like, it's a pretty decent gel liner, I think. For my nails, you guys, this year, I only have one nail care routine. It's listed, I believe, somewhere in the bottom bar. Just how I take care of my nails, how I keep them this long. They're natural. They're not fake. They're my own claws. I use these two products, and these are in my favorites for the year as well. This is the Reconstruct, Rebuild, and Renew Nail Growth. I get this at Sally's, for those of you who are interested. If you get it at Sally's, it's a beauty oil. It's like a nail cuticle oil that you apply on your nails. It takes 30 days to work, and you'll notice a difference. The picture has no lie. And then combined it with my Growth Spurt base coat. I will put this on as a base coat before I do my manicure, and this will help my nails get an extra boost of growing, a little bit longer than that they would on their own. So I combine these two together in my manicure, and that's how I get my nails to be so lovely and long. They both come from Sally's Beauty Supply, so if you are looking, check out your local Sally's Beauty Supply. With your discount, I'm sure you can get these for under $10 each, so that's a definite bonus. So for primer this year, I've gone through two face primers this year, and my Benefit Professional was not my favorite, which I thought it would be because everybody was raving about it last year, and everybody thought that it was the greatest, and I'm just like, no, you guys, like, it didn't really do anything for me. So the one that actually did something for me is a drugstore brand. It's the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur. This is the oil-free one. I've been using this for a while, and I love how it sets underneath my makeup. It's clear, so it doesn't really cancel out any discoloration, redness, or anything, but it's oil-free, which is key because you want to make sure you use an oil-free based primer, and it really keeps my makeup on point, more so than I found the Benefit one to be. I really do think the Benefit one was not oil-free, and I found the Benefit one probably made me a lot more oilier. So the Benefit one was a thumbs down. This one was definitely a thumbs up, and it's drugstore. So if you guys don't want to spend the 40 something dollars on a primer, go to the drugstore. I think this is under 20 bucks, and you can definitely see a total difference in your makeup using this underneath your foundation. So thumbs up for me there. Palettes. I have 3 palettes for you guys. Um, my top eyeshadow palette of the year is the Tartelette Tarte palette that came out in January of 2015. Um, well, I think it came out in 2014, but I purchased it in January of 2015, to be totally honest. And I used it in 2015, and I absolutely love the colors. First of all, they're all matte colors. That's what the palette looks like. I absolutely love this palette. They're all matte shadows. They're definitely worth the price. I think it's like $59 at Sephora. Personally, for me, I love that they have neutrals and purples in here, so you can do a whole ton of different looks, daytime to nighttime, which is what I love about this. It has been my absolute favorite for the entire year. However, they did come out with a Tartelette and Bloom palette, which I do not have yet, and I am definitely going to get my hands on for 2016 to see if it's any, any better. I know that one has a little bit of shimmer in the palette. This one is completely all matte. So if you want an all matte one, the first Tartelette palette is definitely a thumbs up. My other favorite eye palette is a completely different company, completely different shade range, but still in the neutrals. It's the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. So this one is definitely no purples whatsoever. This is more warm earth tones that you don't normally find in a lot of palettes, and they're all matte shades, which is amazing. So this was also another favorite of mine for the year 2015. I absolutely love this for daytime, nighttime. You can take it from day and night. It's so versatile. More warmer, earthy tones than the Tartelette. The Tartelette's got more purpley toned shadows. This is more like reds, browns, cool tones as well. So you got warm and you got somewhat cool as well. So I like the versatility in this. Versatility, is that even a word? I don't even know. So this is a thumbs up as well in my book for 2015. It's sleek. The packaging is easy to carry around, so thumbs up there. When it comes to bronzing, face contouring, the palette that took the cake for me this year was the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is what it looks like. I'm going to show you guys. So I think I mostly used this darkest shade here, but I did dip into some of these this year too. I received this one in 2015, and I also received the Anastasia contour palette. I wasn't really a fan of the Anastasia one. I mean, it's okay, but I prefer this one instead because the powders blend a lot nicer. The colors are more pigmented, and they show up as a contour color for my skin tone in particularly. And I love the shade ranges that you get here for a medium to dark skin tone. So if you're medium to dark skin tone, I suggest this palette because it is definitely very pigmented, more pigmented than the compared Anastasia palette. The Anastasia contour kit I find is just, I think it's more bronze. I think it's more bronze. No, like it's not really contour. You can just warm up your face with it, but it won't work as a contouring product. So this one takes the cake. The Shade and Light for the face, definitely thumbs up in my book there. And I believe these go for around $50 or 55 bucks if I'm not mistaken. So with that said, I'm going to talk about my gummies, my vitamin intake for the year. So this is what I've been using all year long for 2015. The hair, skin, and nail gummies with biotin from Nature's Bounty. This is the big size I get from Costco. It's the 220 gummies. Love these. They come with 220 gummies. You take 2 a day. This should last you at least about 3, I want to say between 3 to 4 months if you take it every day. I started using these because I was losing my hair drastically. Like a lot of hair was coming out of my head, which it had to do with stress. It had to do with a lot of things going on in my life. But when I started up with these, within 30 days, I noticed my hair quality was better, my nail quality was better, even my skin quality is somewhat improving. Not so much my skin, but more so my hair and my nails. I could tell a huge difference. So these are my tried and true. I continue to use them in 2016 because they are a vitamin supplement. If you're not sure if you should take a vitamin supplement, just consult your doctor first and then go out and pick these up. I get these at Costco, but they're also available at your local drugstore. For hair, now I don't have a lot of favorite hair products, and the reason is because I'm very particular with the hair products that I use, and I'm very picky on how it works. If it doesn't work for me right the first few times, then I'm not a huge fan. So the only thing that I've been really loving this year for my bright red and my plummy hair, which you can't really tell right now because it's darkened, it's the Revlon Color Ball. It's called the Nutri Color Cream, but I call it the Color Ball because it's in a ball form. This is the 200 shade, which if I open it up, you'll see it's the dark purple. You see that, guys? So it's a dark purple deep conditioner that you put on your hair for 3 minutes and you rinse it out when you're in the shower. This has high intensity color. It stains my hands, it stains my bathtub. It's got serious color pigmentation. So this is why I love the Revlon Color Ball for my red hair, or if I've dyed my hair a dark burgundy. So as the dark washes out, I still want to keep and maintain the red and purple in my hair. And this is what I use to maintain that. This is by far my favorite maintenance hair product for purple or red hair. You can get different colors in this type of formula. They have brown, they have blonde, they have fiery red, they have this purple one, and I think they have another one. I can't remember which one it is, but definitely worth it. I get mine online for 25 bucks, but in the salons they go for about $45. Yeah, they are expensive retail price, but if you can get them on sale, they're worth it. It's hard to find, so you would have to try to find them online. I have 2 backups of this color and 2 backups of another color when I change my hair color. So I love these. They hydrate your hair for 3 minutes. This conditioner does wonders on your hair. You don't even have to use a leave-in conditioner when you come out of the shower because this does it all. It detangles, it does it all. So this is a definite thumbs up for 2015 in my book. So with that said, body care. My body care this year, I have gone through so many lotions. The lotion that has probably stuck to me personally the most, that I find is actually functional and works properly, it's the Hemp's Pure Herbal Extracts, the pomegranate herbal body moisturizer. It's the Hydrate and Renew. So this is the one I've been using for a few months now, and it's so thick, you guys, that it hydrates my skin like no other body lotion has. It kind of reminds me of a body butter, but it's not greasy, and that's what I love about it. It doesn't have a greasy feel when you apply it. It deeply hydrates your skin, especially because I self-tan and sometimes I'm in the sun in the summertime. This is definitely my favorite for the year that I've tried out of all my body lotions. I've tried drugstore, I've tried Bath and Body Works, and granted they are pretty good, but this one is like luxury body cream to me. And it can get pricey if you can't get them on sale. So if you can find them, by all means, definitely try it out. The pomegranate one really reminds me of Christmas. I don't know why. I think it's maybe just the scent. Okay, guys, so finally my last product for the year. I know this was a really big favorites for the year, but it was for the year. I had to include most of my categories. So my final favorite is my Clarisonic. This is the Clarisonic Mia, which is the first one. This has been my, I want to say, my exfoliator for the year. I don't use this every day because I find that it's very abrasive and harsh on your skin. So I like to use this once a week. I've got the deep cleansing brush on there. I like to use this once a week, and it really does help get rid of the dead skin on my face. I like to deeply cleanse my face, especially when if it's a day that I'm wearing really a lot of makeup, a lot of foundation, a lot of powder, highlighter, blush, heavy eye makeup, the works. I will wash my face with this because I know that this will, get deep down and dirty and get all the crap out of my skin. Normally, I only use this once a week, but if I do wear heavy makeup for a special occasion or whatever the case may be, I will go in with this bad boy and it will completely bring out all the impurities of my skin. So my Clarisonic has been a love of mine this year. It is quite pricey. You can purchase one of these between $160 to $200, I would say, maybe $260. So they range depending on the model you get. Mine is the first model that they came out with, so it's only got one setting. Um, and I find that it's good enough for me. Like, I didn't need to spend $300 almost on one of these. I kept it to the basic model and it does the job for me, but they have the more expensive ones do have different settings. So they have a higher setting, then they have a lower setting, and then they have an off setting. This one just has on and off, and that's it, which is perfect for me personally because I'm not very high tech in that sense. I've had this for 2 years. I bought this in 2013. I used it religiously in 2014, and then I cut down the use of this in 2015 to about once a week because it's very abrasive on your skin. I like how it really deep cleans, but again, it's very abrasive, so you can't use it every single day. Um, but it has been a favorite because it does help deep clean and get rid of any dead skin off your face for the week. So that's why I love this. Um, so guys, that was my beauty favorites for 2015. I know it was a lot of stuff. I know it's been a long video. Thank you so much for sticking with me through it all. If you guys have done 2015 favorites videos for beauty products, please let me know down below. Thumbs this video up and subscribe if you're not. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everybody. Mwah.